My name is Ahmad Bynum. I'm a 6'1" point guard at Depaul University, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Thank you so much for taking your time out to sit interview with us. How's your summer been preparing for next season?
It's been great, man. Just putting in the extra work, putting a lot of work in with the school, with the summer workouts with the team, and coming out here to LA, just putting more extra work in for my break.
Talk to us a little bit about your experience in Los Angeles so far.
It's been a great experience. It ain't nothing like staying at home. It's something like to be out the way and just come out here, just enjoy yourself out here, just on your free time, just putting in the work.
Okay, to go back a little bit about your career, who did you first grow up watching?
I first grew up watching my uncle Will Bynum, but besides him, I grew up watching like Jamal Crawford, like LeBron James, people like that.
Well, what was it about? We can just kind of. What is it about Will Bynum's game that kind of attracted you at such an early age? Or
really just handles, like really just like being at the point guard position, like just knowing the game, shooting, like just create your own shot. Really just comparison with the handles and everything like that.
So you won the MVP of the Chicago Pro-Am. Tell us about that experience.
It was a great experience, playing against other people in the city, other pros in the Pro-Am, just grinding it out and just going up there every weekend, just putting in the work.
Right. Well, you're finna be a freshman at Depaul, but you've been playing in the Pro-Am since you were 15. How has playing at such an early age, how has it helped your game?
It helped my game a lot, playing against older people. Like it helped me really a lot, just playing against older people, more being physical with me and everything. It just made me mature in my game, for sure.
Okay, so we spoke a little bit about your uncle Will Bynum, and tell us what it's been like carrying on the tradition of like a legendary last name like Bynum versus him, and then now you come and you're playing in the Pro-Am at 15. How has it been carrying on that last name?
Man, it's just great, being from Chicago. I'm just blessed to be have an uncle that played in the league and been through everything. Like he could tell me anything, everything he been through, going to the league, all the crap he been through. He just tells me all the little stuff. So it's just a blessing to be in this position.
Tell us a little bit about what it's like growing up in Chicago, and exactly where are you from in Chicago?
Growing up in Chicago, it was hard, lost a lot of people, but really just staying out the way and just keeping your head down, just putting in the work, really not worry about the negativity or anything. And growing up in Chicago, really I'm from the low end, but I grew up on the south side, over east, during coming up out of high school and grammar school, stuff like that.
You went to Simeon High School, which is it's pretty much like a powerhouse. You talk to us about the history and all the other big-time players that came from Simeon.
Simeon, it's been a great school for me to go to since my freshman year. A lot of big players went there, like Taylor, X, Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker, Ben Wilson. A lot of players went there and achieved a lot of goals.
I heard you just mention Benji.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you know, what you've heard about him?
I heard Benji, he was a player that was like MJ. They was telling me, they was saying he was a real good player. He got into a little incident when he was during the year, right before the season, and we always just looked over Ben Wilson and just looked up to him ever since then.
I was scrolling on your Instagram page and I see that in a couple days you'll be throwing a pitch at the White Sox game. Talk to us about how it feels to be on, how it feels to get that opportunity.
Man, it's a great opportunity, especially the White Sox. Me throwing a pitch in my own city at a early age before I can be somewhere. It's just a real good blessing to be doing this, and even though if I'm in college and everything, it's just a blessing to do this in my city.
So with the work that you put in this summer, what are you hoping carries over into the next season?
Really, I just want to win. I want to win everything. I want to win the tournament. I want to make it to the March Madness. I want to win Big East or Freshman of the Year. I just want to win and just show everybody like I'm back. I'm back.
There's a lot of legendary guards that come out of Chicago. Where do you think that you rank right now with them, and in the future, where do you hope to rank?
Oh, that's a good question. Right now, I reckon one of myself as one of the top guards to come out of Chicago for sure. But like coming out of like seeing other players, like other top players, a lot of competition. So I feel like I've been challenged. It's a lot of challenges out here in the city.
So going to Depaul, your hometown, what was it about Depaul that really made you want to go there? What drew you to them as a
really first is like it's in my city, and like I love to play like in front of my city. Have my family and friends come watch me play. You know, it's a great opportunity for everybody to come watch me play there in my city. And like going to DePaul, I've been committed there since like my sophomore year in high school. So it's like it's been a blessing to be like to go to a school in my city and to have like your family and friends to come watch you. And every time you have a home game, it's love for sure.
Okay. Who would you say that you pattern your game after the most?
I'll say I pattern my game with like Jamal Crawford. That's who I grew up watching a lot. So like, I used to go in my backyard a lot, just do the moves he do, watch him on YouTube, do a lot of moves he do in the backyard, and I just carried on with that.
What do you feel like you bring to the game different from other guards?
I feel like I bring excitement. I feel like I bring like physical. I feel like I bring that Chicago grit. Like I bring all the like toughness, everything that come with it.
I was watching you train the other day, and your shooting mechanics, you know, your shooting technique is textbook. It's almost perfect. Talk to us a little bit about your training and your player development. Who's been training you?
Man, I've been doing form shots. My trainer is Ronald Thomas. I've been working with him since I was like grammar school. You know, we always did form shots. Like before every workout, we always did form shots. We always put up 1,000 shots. After everything, after a game, before a game, like shoot around, it's always 1,000 shots. So I just carried on with that, just kept putting up shots, for real.
Okay, all right. So let's step aside from basketball a little bit. Okay, so like, been with you a couple days, and you know, I just want you, when you're getting pumped up or ready for a game, when you're working out, give me your top 3 artists that you listening to. Who you turning on? Who you listening to?
I'm definitely listening to like Lil Durk. I'm definitely listening to like G Herbo, PGF Nook, you know, people like that. All the Chicago rappers, really.
Right.
I grew up listening to.
All right,
yeah.
So let's take it into fashion. Okay, so like you got a real smooth, sleek style, you know, off the court. Who would you say is some of your top designers or brands to wear, whether it be shoes or clothes or whatever?
Really like Nike, you know. I really mess with like, I got a couple like Yeezys, but like, I really mess with Yeezys like that, but like really just Nike. I grew up like wearing Nike my whole life.
Nike, the Dunks, and
yeah,
the J's.
for sure.
So Yeezy isn't over Jordan, and Nike up above Yeezy, or which one you think better?
I'd say like probably the same. Yeah, probably the same.
So during your free time, you know, like when you're not playing basketball or shopping for sneakers or whatever, what do you do to like, you know, enjoy yourself?
Really just, I like chilling with my brothers. I don't really like going out like that. I like chilling with my brothers and spending time with my family. You know, that's the most important part. I like spending a lot of time with my family, like my big brothers, my little sister. I just like, cause like growing up in Chicago is tough, so like you'll never know when you lose your people. So like I just love like hanging out with like my sisters, like my brother. That's just what I love to do with outside of basketball. It just give me chills.
Right. Chicago, it gets a lot of negative publicity, but it's really a beautiful city. For someone that's never been to Chicago, what would you tell them, or like, what would you tell them to go visit or to go to, like, you know what I mean?
Really like, don't really like go like in the city. Really like be out the way. Like be like in the bird. Like don't be like in the city. Like it's easy to get distracted in Chicago. Like you gotta just be out the way, keep your head down. Like do what you gotta do and move on.
All right, perfect. Black Cat.
Yeah,
how'd you get that nickname?
You know, I got that nickname like in grammar school. You know, I played with this AAU team called TTB.
Right.
You know, we had a little game, a little tournament out of town and everything. Like, we gave everybody a nickname. We was in the hotels, and everybody like we was getting each other nicknames. So like everybody was like, we gonna call you Black Hat. So like I just stuck with that the whole time. That it just been Black Hat. I've been going with it since then, for sure.
I see you got the merch on.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It says Pound B4B.
Yeah.
Tell me exactly what that means.
Ball for Bill, my granddaddy. I always stuck with this tag. As you can see, you can look on my Instagram. It's always Ball for Bill. I always ball for him because like that's my granddaddy. He always taught me he taught me a lot, and like I always want to just keep him in my corner, make sure like he with me during my whole path.
That's dope. That's dope. So taking it back to basketball, we were talking about you spoke highly about Caleb Murphy and Zion, from the new freshman from Donda. Talk to us a little bit about how much, about the firepower that Depaul has in the backcourt with you three.
Man, it's like both of them good players, great players. You know, it's gonna be a crazy backcourt.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that might be it, man. So
Man.
back finish, you can finish.
Yeah, man. You know, it's gonna be like a crazy backcourt. You know, like Z, C, like Z, Caleb, Mo. Like all them little guards we got, it's gonna be a lot of depth to people like who we play against. And I feel like we're gonna be playing fast, and like everything gonna be like we coming. Like Depaul, we finna change the whole like everything. Like Depaul, we coming.
All right, so to conclude the interview, give us any lasting comments that you want to give to Depaul fans and Chicago fans.
Man,
for this upcoming season.
I got some new merch coming out soon. Shout out Black Cat, man. New merch coming out soon. Y'all go cop that, man. I got my 12. I got my last name, Bynum. You know, man. Shout out GFC, man. Shout out Ground Family. You know, my little AAU team. Get in tune with them, Chicago, man. Get in tune.
Man, thank you so much for your time.
Show love, bro.
Yep.